Hello students, welcome back to my class. Today I am going to teach class 7th. The subject is English and the sub-subject is grammar. Topic is creative writing. This is chapter number 26. Chapter 26 in your book. So today I am going to teach class 7th. The subject is English, sub-subject is grammar, the topic is creative writing, and this is chapter number 26 in your book. So today we are going to study about creative writing. In creative writing you will study only about two things. There are many parts of creative writing, but you will study only about two things. Number one is story writing and number two is dialogue writing. So we will first of all discuss about story writing. As we all love to listen or read stories. Stories are one of the most popular and the oldest way of writing forms, of writing composition. This is the one of the most popular and also the oldest form of writing composition. Stories are written in narrative form. Stories are written in narrative form. Narrative form means we are going to narrate something, we are going to tell something. That's why these are written here. We can say that the stories are written in narrative form. Narrative form means there is only one character or there may be more than one character who are going to tell the stories, who are going to narrate the stories. We are going to tell the stories. That's why it is in narrative form. There are not the dialogues of different characters. There is only one character, or there may be more than one character who are going to tell the story, who are going to tell about all the characters. That's why it is in narrative form. And let us see here a few points that should be kept in mind while writing a story. So here it is given. To write a good story, certain rules should be kept in mind. There are certain rules and we must keep these rules into our mind whenever we are going to write a story. So the first one is, at first a clear idea of the plot has to be planned out. First of all, we have to plan a clear idea of the story. We must plan a clear idea of the plot. The second one, the theme should be interesting. The themes should be interesting. There must be interest in story. It shouldn't be like an essay. There must be, the stories here, the theme should be interesting. The theme should be interesting and create compelling characters. Create the characters who can compel. So we should create compelling characters and avoid unnecessary repetition and dragging. We should try to avoid unnecessary repetition and also dragging. And there are more things. To develop a story from a given outline, care should be taken that no point is omitted and the order in which the events are given is maintained. To develop a story from a given outline, if there is a given outline and we are going to create the story from that given outline, we should take care of all the points, that no points should be omitted. Means we must include all the points if the points are already given in our story, and the order in which the events are given is maintained, and we should also try to maintain the order in which the outline is given. We should not here can say write from here and there of the outline. If there is an outline given to write the story, we should write in the proper way, to write the story. We should try to write the story in proper way. We should try to maintain the events, and dialogues can be added for giving it a real feel. We can also use the dialogues in story writing. In your story writing, we can also use the dialogues for what? Dialogues can be added for giving it a real feel. If we want to give our story a real feel, we should try to also add the dialogues. And the conclusion of a story plays a vital part. The conclusion of the story plays the important part of the story, and it determines the quality of a story, and it also determines the quality of a story. Now the last point is, a story should invariably be grammatically accurate and written in simple language. Our story must be accurate. There shouldn't be any kind of grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes. It should be accurate and it should be written in a simple language that everyone can understand. So these are few common rules that we should try to apply whenever we are going to write the story. How to develop a story from a given outline? Here is given that how can we create the story from a given outline. Develop a story from the given outline, also write the moral of the story. So here is given outline, and we have to create a story with the given outline. We have to develop a story with the given outline. The outline is an eagle flying high. I am going to see an eagle. You can see the outline at left side, at my left side. So an eagle flying high dash ... saw a snake ... caught the snake to eat ... snake began quarreling ... a battle between two ... a man rushed to rescue ... released the eagle from the snake ... eagle flew ... the furious snake spat venom into man's drinking horn ... eagle saw it ... ignorant man about to drink ... the eagle flew and knocked the drinking horn ... the man grateful. So here it is given ... means here is the outline of the story only. We have to complete the story. Dot tells us that the remaining words, the remaining parts of the sentences are there are more sentences that we have to write to complete the story. So the outline is given here, and on the basis of that outline we have to create a story. So let's see how can we develop a story with the given outline. Now let us see one example. I am going to read out it and you can see the text here. So you can see the text. I am only going to read the story. The story is, one day an eagle was flying high up in the sky full stop. As he glanced towards the ground, comma, he saw a snake on the branch of a tree, full stop. The eagle dived down and caught the snake in his talons, full stop. Then he flew up high into the sky and thought that he would now eat the snake, full stop. The eagle flew for a while and looked around for a spot, comma, and after some time landed on a cliff, full stop. In the meantime, the clever snake had started coiling himself around his talons, full stop. The eagle tried its best to resisting, comma, but failed, full stop. A battle broke out between the two and the eagle seemed helpless, full stop. Now one paragraph is completed. Now we are going to write the second paragraph. The second paragraph is, a traveler who was resting at the far edge of the cliff heard the cries of the two creatures, full stop. He looked around to see what happened and saw the commotion between the eagle and the snake, full stop. The traveler rushed towards them, full stop. He struggled to release the eagle from the coils of the snake, full stop. He was soon able to rescue the eagle, full stop. The eagle immediately flew away and sat on a cliff, full stop. So this is the second paragraph of the story. Now we are going to see the last and concluding paragraph of the story. The snake was, comma, however, comma, very furious, full stop. To take revenge on the man, comma, he spat some venom into the drinking horn of the man, full stop. The eagle from far away saw this evil act of the snake, full stop. The man was unaware of what the snake had done, full stop. He lifted his drinking horn to drink some water from it, full stop. Just as he was about to drink, comma, the eagle came flying down and quickly knocked the drinking horn out of the man's hand, full stop. The man was taken aback for some time and then realized that something must have been wrong with the water, full stop. The man thanked the eagle for saving his life and went his way, full stop. So this is a short story. So in this way you can write the story yourself. Now let us see the second one. The second one is dialogue writing. Dialogue writing. Dialogue means the conversation or talk between two or more than two people. If the two or more than two people are talking with one another, then it is called the dialogue. One person speak his own dialogue, the other person speak his own dialogue. Means the conversation or talk between two or more than two persons are called the dialogue. It is also a very significant, you can say, part of literature. It is also a very significant part of composition. And let us see, a dialogue means a conversation or a talk between two or more characters. Dialogue writing is a form of composition which is useful to master the language. If you want to master the language, dialogue form is very important. You must know the dialogue. You must know which character can speak which type of dialogue. So to write effective dialogues, one has to have dramatic power and a lot of imagination. You must have a dramatic power and lot of imagination, means you can imagine the things, you can imagine the dialogues of different characters. Two, if you want to be a good dialogue writer, because the writer has to imagine what the characters would exactly speak in a given situation, because the writer must know what can a character speak according to the situation. Dialogue writing is a useful technique to develop a story into a drama. Most of the times we use dialogue forms into plays, into dramas. So here is also a few points that we must keep in our mind while we are writing the dialogue. The first one is have a clear idea of what you want your character to say. Means you must know the dialogues of every character. Keep the conversation as natural as possible to make it sound appealing to the audience. If you want to appeal the audience, you must use the conversation as natural as possible and make it interesting and emotionally engaging. You make the dialogue interesting and you also try to use emotionally engaging dialogue. Let the conversation be brisk and rapid. Conversation should be brisk and rapid. Begin the dialogue in an interesting way to arrest the reader's attention from the beginning. Begin the dialogue in an interesting way means you try to use the dialogue in an interesting way that the audience, the listener must always, the reader's attentions, the readers must always give his or her attention throughout the dialogue, throughout the story, throughout the drama, from beginning to the end. Although a free and easy style may be adopted, you can adopt a free and easy style. The dialogue should be grammatically correct, but the dialogue should be grammatically correct. You should try to write the correct spelling and correct sentences if you are going to write the dialogue. So these are a few points that you should try to keep in mind while you are going to write the dialogue. Now let us see one example of dialogue. Let us see one example of dialogue. I am going to read the dialogue and you can see the dialogue here at the left side. So Ravi and Raj have just finished their board exam. It has been quite hectic for them as the exam continued for more than a month. Both decide to meet in a cafe and also bring their friend Sunil along. But Raj says that Sunil has left the town as he has gone to Andaman Islands for a holiday. Ravi feels sad that he cannot go to any exotic place for a holiday as his mother and father cannot take leave from office. Raj feels sorry for Ravi and tells him not to worry. He tells him that even his parents cannot take leave. He suggests that they both seek permission from their parents and go to some nearby place for a holiday. Now here is the conversation between Ravi and Raj. Let us see how they converse with each other. Ravi: Hi Raj, how are you? How was your exam? Now Raj is going to answer, it was fine. It was fine except history. I really find history so difficult. Then Ravi says, same here. I really find history boring. It's so difficult to remember the dates. Then Raj says, come on Ravi, let's not talk about the exam anymore. It has been a really hectic month. Then Ravi says, yes, cool. Come, let's meet in that cafe in your locality that makes yummy burgers. Yummy burgers. So Raj says, fine, let's meet tomorrow. Then Ravi says, bring Sunil along. He is so funny. He can entertain us with some of his jokes. Then Raj says, but don't you know Sunil has gone to Andaman Island for a holiday with his parents. Then Ravi says, oh, lucky boy, really. After this exam, when I wanted to go somewhere, you know. Then Ravi says, oh, lucky boy, really. After this exam, even I wanted to go somewhere, you know. Then Raj says, so what happened? Plan? It's not late as it. Then Ravi says, no my friend, I can't. I had told my parents, but unfortunately my mother has a very important project to submit and dad too could not manage to get leave. They are very sad too. Then Raj says, Yes, my parents also are very busy now. There is no chance that they can take me out for a holiday. But an idea has struck me just now. Then Ravi says, what is it? Raj says, why not the two of us go somewhere? Then Ravi says, do you think we will get permission to go? Just the two of us? I don't think my parents will allow that. Then Raj says, don't worry, I will convince them and we will not go far. We will go to some nearby hill station. I think they will allow us. We will promise to be good and careful. Then Ravi says, yes, let's hope so. Come to my house tomorrow. We will talk to my parents together and seek permission. Raj says, okay, see you then. We will meet tomorrow. So, this is in conversation form. This is in dialogue form. So, conversation and or talking are in dialogue forms. Every character speak his or her own dialogues. So, this is the example of dialogue writing. Now, for today, my class is over. Thank you. Have a nice day.